I really like this. Hey guys, Marcus here at Mooloolaba Music, and today I'm holding this really cool new offering from Yamaha. So we got this one in just a couple of days ago, and today I'm really got a good chance to play it, and I really am impressed by this. Fantastic guitar. So this is the FS9MX, and these 9 series, the FS9 and the FG9, incredibly good guitars. So these are handcrafted in Japan, and those guys really know how to make a great guitar, and this just proves that. So let's have a little look at why I like it so much. So we'll break down some of the specs, and I'm sure it'll explain to us why it's so good. All right, let's start at the body here. So this is all solid construction. So the top of this one here is Adirondack spruce. So if you know your spruces, you know acoustic guitars, you know how great Adirondack is. It is a highly regarded, it's probably the loudest and just boldest sounding spruce that you can get, and it just sounds fantastic. So Adirondack spruce top, it's got a scalloped X bracing, which is also Adirondack spruce. Back and sides, really beautiful looking piece of mahogany. This is African mahogany, as I mentioned, all solids. That's a great couple of pieces of mahogany there. Really well matched, as you can see. Nice grain. I really like the coloring that they've done that in the stain. It kind of just glistens. It's a really rich looking color. Now the neck, it's also African mahogany neck. We've got an ebony fingerboard, ebony bridge down here as well. I will point out on the neck, you can see a nice high gloss finish on this. The back of the neck has got a real satin finish to it, so that's really comfortable. Matte or satin, and that goes all the way from the heel all the way up to the headstock. So that's nice and comfortable, and yeah. So if you're a fast player, you might appreciate that even more than others. Now, again, a nice little attention to detail. They're obviously thinking about the player there. Yeah, ebony fingerboard, ebony bridge. Up on the cap here, on the headstock, you got a really nice overlay of ebony on there. So it's a nice ebony veneer, which ties it in really well. Now, the tuners on this, these are fantastic tuners. So the Goto 510s, these are the Goto SX 510s. The color is that really nice black chrome or smoky chrome finish, and got the cogs and little pieces on that in brass as well. Looks really classy. Yeah, everything on it looks great. Now, the inlays on this, I really like this. I hope I can get the wording right on this, because it's kind of a nod to Japanese kumiki woodworking. So forgive me if I didn't get that pronunciation correct. So the inlays, they're real timber inlays, so little bits of mahogany and maple. And if you can catch this, the way they've done it is what you see on the face actually goes around to what the player can see on the side there as well, that's really cool. Again, that's a really nice, classy detail that they've done there, and I like the fact that they've used wood on that. Kind of ties in really well with the look of what they've done with the binding and the purfling. As you can see inside the binding, we've got the wood purfling on there, which is a really nice looking, nice finish on that. They've done that again on the rosette, so you've got the double ring of the rope in there, and you can just see that spruce coming through in that, and it looks great. Beautiful looking faux tortoiseshell pickguard. If you can get that really close, you can see that's classy. It doesn't look like a cheap piece of plastic at all. Nothing about this thing it looks cheap. Everything just screams elegance. It's beautiful. Even those bridge pins, ebony bridge pins on that. Bone saddle, bone nut, so a real bone. Wow, it really is one classy instrument. It's got everything done right. It feels fantastic. I know with the top, they're talking about how they tapered the edges of the top. You can't see that from here, but from on the inside. And it just allows a really nice balance of the resonance. It's a loud guitar, especially for a slightly smaller body in this sort of the OM orchestral model shape. And you know, the as I mentioned, the bracing, it's a scallop bracing, so it structurally holds together really well. But you've got lots of movement happening in this top. I can really feel it as the player. Now, so acoustically, it sounds great. The guitar feels fantastic. It's really easy to play. Now, if you're playing live, you also want to be able to get that across playing live as well and then get a great sound live. So it does have a really good pickup system in here as well. So Yamaha have developed this system called the Atmosfeel. Really cool name. I like that, Atmosfeel. So it's a combination of microphone and pickups. And, you know, we know there's a few brands doing some things like that, and I'm all for it. I love that. Now, what they've done is they've got a piezo pickup sitting here under the bridge. We've also got a little transducer that is, I think it's attached to one of the braces up here, so it picks up what's going on in here in the vibrations. And we have a microphone. So the two pickups, the piezo and the transducer, they're pre-blended together, so really well mixed together. And then the microphone, you can blend it in where you like it. So you can blend this so it's all microphone, or you can blend it so it's all the two pickups, or you can set it in the middle and get both, or find the balance of what you like. Then you've got a master volume. So once you've mixed that where you like it, you've still got a master volume. So it's not two separate volumes. So if you wanted to mute it, have to turn them both down. Master volume. And then for the EQ, the treble and the bass seem to be already preset, and they're balanced really well. I actually quite like the plugged in sound of that. And you've got a bass EQ, so you can add some extra bass, take out that bass, find that sweet spot. So for whether you're a fingerstyle guitar player, or you're a flat picker, or a bit of both, so you can balance that bass control. You add a bit more in, take it out as you wish. Great sounding pickup, so you can get a good live sound. It's a great sounding guitar, so if you are miking this up and using it as a studio instrument, this definitely would be the kind of thing you would choose in the studio, because it does sound incredibly good. So I really like this guitar. It's something I really think you should consider. So if you're looking at all these boutique or high-end brands, all those guitars that we know, that all the Americana brands and all our great Australian brands, and some of those other Japanese and even the UK brands that you see, looking for a great studio instrument, this is one you really should consider. So it is handcrafted, it's Japanese made, and it's meticulously made. It is fantastic. If you've tried these, drop us a comment, let us know what you think. I would be surprised if you weren't impressed as well, like I was. We've already had a couple of guys that have come in the last few days. One guy who was in Japan recently, played one of these, came in, was so happy to see one here. He loved it. There was a guy in this morning who was wanted to play some guitars that are on the wall behind me. Asked about the one I had in my hand, sat down and played it, and was totally blown away. His name is Peter. So Peter, if you're watching, I'm mentioning you here. I said I might do that. Fantastic guitar. So one to consider. So if you're looking for a new acoustic guitar, something that's going to be a great gigging guitar and a great studio guitar, FS9MX. They are available in the Dreadnought, which is the FG9, and they are available with a rosewood back and side. So if you want something with a acoustically a little bit more bottom end and a bit more of a scooped out mid-range, you can go the rosewood. Mahogany, this one here, you've got a very balanced mid treble bass ratio. I really like the sound of this. It's going to sit really well in a mix. Well, guys, that is the FS9MX. Great guitar. Really impressed. You should try this one out. Come into the store, leave us a comment.